Hey guys, Jacob here from JFT Trains, and today I have a review of one of my pickups from Train Fest. This is the Athearn Genesis Norfolk Southern Veterans Unit. Although this has been out for a while, I was finally able to get my hands on one, even though they're everywhere, but I finally decided to get one this year at Train Fest, and today I'm finally able to bring you a review. And so here we have our locomotive on the tracks. I want to be honest right now. I'm not too familiar with the SD60Es, so I'm not really going to be able to point out what all the different parts are on this. So I'll just point out the parts I know for sure. Alright, so you can see up here we have a Athearn coupler. We have the MU hose, which hooks the locomotive, our locomotives, so that they can run in tandem. We have our air hose and then accessory hoses here. We have our plow, which is nicely done. We have finely done handrails, coupler, cut lever. We have operating ditch lights, which do flash. The stairs are actually transparent looking down, which is really nice that Athearn includes that. Here we can see on the front we have around here the star, the classic Norfolk Southern horse, signing hatches, grab irons going up the nose. Up here we have grab irons on top of the hood, or the roof of the cab, sorry. We have number boards which do not light up. We have a high mounted headlight. Unfortunately, the cab roof on this does not come off like on other Athearn models. I'm not sure why. Maybe it does, but I'm not trying to break it or scratch the paint. Normally they come off with magnets. This one has not. So you probably would have to take the entire shell off and take the cab off in order to get in there to install cab figures. The windows are not really tinted from what I can see. Or maybe it is a little bit hard for me to tell. The windows do not slide open. Here you can see on the side we have these little mirrors, which are kind of flimsy. They're clear, so they don't reflect. They're a nice little touch to the model. We have really fine windshield wipers. Moving further down the locomotive, here you can see battery boxes, the sunshade above cab roof, the US flag, nicely done trucks, the fuel cap and emergency shutoff, nicely done here. This is all here that I'm not entirely sure is, so I'm not going to mention. I'm pretty sure it's dynamic brake housing up here. If anyone knows, please comment down below. I know dynamic brakes are usually up by the cab, so I'm guessing this is dynamic brake housing up here. Again, not entirely sure. Don't quote me on that. You can see we have a nice finish on this cover in front of this part box here, honoring our veterans the crest there is very well done. The paint on this is very fine. It's a really high def print, in my opinion. We have warning labels all over, which is pretty accurate. Norfolk Southern on the back, NS logo there, handbrake, and our radiator fans are in the back. Again, nice chain detail on the trucks, another detail. Handrails, like I said, a little bit wobbly or a little bit bent. They are pretty thin, and they seem pretty durable. I don't know how much I would test that though. But overall, pretty good for a first side. Here we can see we have once again a Athearn coupler. We have then a red MU hose as before, accessory hoses, extra knuckles, air hose, see-through steps, nicely done grabs, number boards, US flag here on the bottom, the standard Norfolk Southern horse, sending caps, and we have operating flashing rear ditch lights. Moving a little more backwards now. Here you can see the NS logo. Again, there's really nice depth on these hood access doors here. Nice truck detail. There is kind of a nice depth to the radiators up here. They almost seem see-through. I'm not entirely sure if they are. Some angles it looks like they might. They aren't though, I don't think. They don't seem like it. They're not. But how much can you really ask for when they gotta pack all that stuff into these locomotives? Here you can see again the warning labels, the honoring our veterans. You can see kind of just some dirt kind of accumulating at the bottom there. There's nothing wrong with it. It just looks weird on the camera. Kind of looks kind of shiny there and that, but it's not. You can't really see that in person, except these little white specks here. But that's just kind of dirt from running it. That's falling onto it. In the back, you can see more of the. Well, I want to say dynamic brake housing. You can see the mirrors, like I told you, and the deflectors. US flag. And the steps going into the cab. Alright, so here's a top-down view of the locomotive. You can see some of the detail on the top. Here you can see a lot better the grab irons and the sending hatches. The nice antenna array. Some more of the radiator housing, or I want to say dynamic brake housing up here. Here you can see our air horn. There are some nicely done graphics up here still, you can see there. And here in the back, we have see-through fan, or radiator fans, with fans in the bottom. Alright, so here we have our locomotive. I'm just now going to start it up so we can listen to the sound functions of the locomotive. Some of these functions are altered. All the sounds are the same, just the volume levels are changed because I have a small basement, so I don't need it blaring. And the bell was pretty darn quiet, so I made the bell louder, and I turned down the sound of the horn in the prime mover. 0 does our headlight, and 5 is our ditch lights. We're just going to go through the functions now. Here's bell. Two is horn. You can see it has ditch lights. Now the cool thing, which is pretty accurate, that Athearn did is when you hit 3, which is the short horn, the ditch lights won't flash. It's only when you hit 2 that they flash. Force dynamic brake. I don't have the manual anymore, so I'm not really sure what all the other ones do. So it will just, well, obviously 8 is mute. Nine cuts the volume in half. So let's get this thing out in the road and for a while and take it for a test. So that concludes this review of the Athearn Genesis SD60E Norfolk Southern Veterans Unit. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. I think this is probably one of my favorite models. Obviously, big white top small, even though I'm just having issues. George Bush II. I think this is definitely my third, mainly because of the paint scheme. If anything, it might even be better than George Bush, but definitely love the paint scheme. I think it's one of the better paint schemes on any locomotive out there. I would eventually like to get the First Responders Unit, number 911. So, hopefully one day we'll get one in this hand. That'll do it for this review. If you can get one of these and you're modeling Norfolk Southern, highly recommend you pick it up.